There are various unused monsters that didn't make it into the final build of Silent Hill 1. These were discovered in the game files by the modder Rocker666, who used the sound extract tool, which essentially extracted the game's files until he made a discovery of a folder called car, short for character. In this folder contained models, meshes, and textures for monsters that were likely purposed for early beta and prototype builds. Firstly, the frog, butterfly, monkey, snake, ostrich, manta ray, and chicken were upon the newly discovered assets within the files that brought life and discussion to the oddity that were these monsters. With speculation, one can summarize that these designs intimidate that of real-life animals, insects, or reptiles, in conjunction to the more otherworldly designs of the final build of Silent Hill 1. It's easy to theorize as to why they were scrapped, as they were likely deemed as too realistic or disturbing that would have brought censorship issues in different regions, due to the act of combating the monsters in-game, which would not bypass of censorship law. Interestingly, censorship has a lot to play into familial monster designs we've seen before, such as the Grey Child or Larval Stalker. The Grey Child had quite possibly the most interesting development, as it had to go through different revisions in subsequent beta builds until it reached the final design. The same notion could be applied to the Larval Stalker, who also had a drastic design overhaul compared to its final model. These beta designs were scrapped likely due to the likeness of that of a child in the monster's earlier appearance that would not pass censorship, as it would depict harm to a minor. The Puppet Doctor and Puppet Nurse had subtle yet slight differences in their beta models. That was changed due to their higher poly count that had to be reduced to conserve and save memory on the already limited PlayStation system to ensure it ran smoothly. Lastly, two unused monsters were uncovered in the game's files a couple of years back, of a large humanoid figure named Big and a spider-like arachnid named Spider. Given the lack of quality and polish, it's likely that these were scrapped very early into development, as they have very rough animations and unfinished textures to their models.